massive thank you to Pimax for sending me out a free VR headset to make these kind of videos. If you want to find out more information about them or any of the other companies currently on your screens, make sure you click the links down below, and you also help support the channel. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're here with something a little bit different. Yes, we're back on Automobilista 2. For those of you that obviously watched the video we did a couple of weeks ago over on the main channel, where I had a go on this sim, and today we are doing something pretty special. Now, obviously, Pimax hooked me up with one of their Crystal Light VR headsets a couple of weeks ago, and obviously I had some fun with it, playing a few various games, but F124 was not the experience I was hoping for. So today, obviously I've already made it very clear, I feel Automobilista 2 is the ultimate F1 sim in 2024, so I thought, what if we combine that with my new favourite VR headset as well there and try to create ultimate Formula 1 immersion. Now, obviously this video is just going to be a little bit more fun, kind of hot lapping and doing a little bit with this car around a couple of tracks. Today we are here in the McLaren MP412, and listen to that, through the Monaco tunnel. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this video is basically just for me to have a little bit of fun, hooing around some Formula 1 cars and enjoy the utterly ridiculousness that is Automobilista 2 right now, because, I mean, it's very, very easy to set up in VR as well, and this is the ultimate F1 experience at the moment. V10's Monaco in VR, no traction control on this car, no ABS. It is a right proper handful to try and get the laps nailed here, and I love this sim. It's so much fun. So I might try and do a full kind of setup video and things like that, with kind of how I've set this all up and everything, but for today, I thought I'd just have a bit of fun, do some laps in a couple of cars, and I think what we'll attempt to do is we'll try a race around another venue. Probably, well, I reckon we'll take, you know, the early 2000s V10 cars over to Spa as well. So, of course, timestamps, as always, will be linked down in the description below. But, yeah, I genuinely think if F124, you know, it hasn't lived up to what you were hoping for this year, this is what you want to do. Obviously, there'll be maybe just chucking it a little bit too aggressively there, down into the chicane, but as we try and tip the car through around this venue, I mean, it's just everything comes at you so quickly. But Monaco is actually one of those weird tracks where I think actually racing in VR is easier than not, because obviously you kind of actually get a sense of where the front end of the car is as well still, you know, despite the fact it feels stupidly fast, especially in a car like this, and of course was light. That's a bit of a problem. I think, I mean, luckily I can't see any visual. I think we've completely destroyed the rear. I think we've lost the rear wing. That was not ideal. Let's head over to Spa then in the early 2000s cars, and we'll do like a 5-lap race. This is so loud. This is so ridiculous. 15 red lights on the grid, and it is going to be lights out. And away we go here from Spa-Francorchamps. Now, what I've done for this one is, I actually forgot this game had it as well, but we're at the 1993 version of Spa in the early 2000s Formula 1 cars, so that means we've got the proper old-school bus stop as well. There are 24 of us tearing it around this venue, and I mean, if I can keep up with the AI today, then I think I'll be very, very happy there. As we look at that, the barriers were so close up through a Rouge and Rally on back in the day. Of course, this was when this circuit was still actually used as a road from time to time. You can see the line in the middle of the circuit as well there, but big curbs as well around this venue. Now, I think genuinely this might be my favourite car in sim racing right now. We're in the fake Arrows livery, ready for this one. As you can see, lovely bright orange nose on this car. And yeah, I opted to start at the back of the field there, but we're not going to stay in last place for very long. Because, I mean, yeah, everything just on AMS2 just works as you would expect to. It's really, really easy to set up. I mean, we've got our radar on the car as well. Obviously, if you have a look down the inside of someone else, maybe a bit brave into poo on lap 1, but everything does work as it should now. I don't actually think I've ever done the old school bus stop on a game, so I'm actually going to have to try and follow the AI quite closely around through the final few corners of the lap. But just listen as the traction control works overtime on corner exit as well. These things had upwards of 900 brake horsepower back in the day. No turbo or anything like that, so that was raw horsepower that you were always getting as well. As up in towards Blanchimont then. Oh, I just see everybody there trying to blend out the throttle a little bit, and then this final part of the circuit as well looks very, very different to modern Formula 1. There is almost into the back of the guy in front. But yeah, most of Spa, pretty much the same as it always was. That one little section there right at the end. And I know a lot of people really do miss the old traditional bus stop chicane there as well. Big send back down in towards turn 1. I mean, I'm not too worried about where I finish up in this race as long as we survive it. You can just see again filling up our mirrors as we make our way down through Eau Rouge and Rattillon as well there. Whoa, just running a little bit wide over the curbing, and I think we are going to lose the spot on the exit there as everybody tucked up into the slipstream of each other. Are we going to be able to hang on? We're still wheel to wheel. Definitely seem to have a little bit of confidence into the corners as well. The two cars in front of us, they're teammates, I believe they are. Just making a little bit of contact as well up over Les Combes, but I mean, it is so tricky, so different to what I'm used to in terms of sim racing as well. But I absolutely love it right now. This, I tell you what, VR is, I know obviously people have said it for years, but it is an absolute game changer when it comes to sim racing, and luckily, the more of it I'm doing as well, the more and more kind of normal it's becoming. I remember doing the video a couple of weeks ago and I got so motion sick so quickly, but this one, it's becoming a bit more normal, and I think that's helped with just how much better optimized a lot of these games are over kind of EAWRC or F124. You know, the idea that they still try and claim that F124 is fully VR supported, I think is slightly alarming. As big speed up in towards Blanchimont again, side by side, we're going to go. We give the guy on the inside there a little bit of a pinch, and he's going to back out of that one as the circuit straightens up in the forest. Attack those curbs through the final couple of corners. Bouncing through the exit of the bus stop as well there, and there we go. We've got a little bit of breathing room now to the guy in front of me as we try and make our way back through the old turn 1. See, La Source as well was a very, very different corner, but Eau Rouge and Rattillon exactly as you would remember from modern day. They're flat out through Eau Rouge and Rattillon. That turn round will carry that speed as we make our way up the back straight as well. I mean, look at that, 190 odd miles an hour. We've got no setup on the car or anything like that for this one today. We just wanted to kind of throw Formula 1 cars around. There's all this carnage. Someone else has gone off in front, and we just arrive at the scene of the accident. Nothing we can really do there. Luckily, damage is disabled for this one, unlike that McLaren that we took around Monaco in the intro. So I think, yeah, we'll be able to survive that one just about in one piece. But I mean, it gives you so much of a better idea of where the nose is of the car as well. Obviously, just that extra level of depth perception is really, really good. You know, really, really immersive as well, which I felt like we lacked inside F124. As this guy in front, yeah, after that spin, I think he's lacking a bit of confidence now through the final sector. So we're just absolutely leaning on the AI at the moment. We'll try and get the throttle down on the exit. Use that traction control, but he's going to squeeze me again as we try and put the power down off of the corner there. Still side by side once more as we make our way up in towards Blanchimont then. Are we going to be able to hook this one up? We seem to have good straight line speed. Round the outside we'll go. Hanging it right up towards the curbs. You don't want to run wide on the exit there. Otherwise you will pay the price. Just tarmac and then sandpit. So, I mean, we are chucking it through that final chicane on the exit. We've got to try and... Whoa, send it! I'm so sorry. AI there maybe catching me out a little bit by surprise.
back down through turn 1, and, well, again, luckily, the damage disabled for this race as well, because we probably would have lost a wheel, and I think we would have probably gone over the top of him, a bit like Rubens Barrichello and Ralf Schumacher back at the Australian Grand Prix all those years ago. You can just see them in the mirrors again. Is he going to pull alongside us? He's going to try it. But I think, yeah, we've just got the confidence on the brakes into the next corner there. And I tell you what, we've made up a few spots in this race. We're closing in, well, on our teammate there, as again, these cars were so light, you really couldn't afford to kind of use the curbs or anything like that. Especially these kind of proper roadside slab curbs that they use around this venue inside AMS2 there, as you just see again, trying to get a run down the hill. Oh, big send, just force the AI on the outside out of the way there. It really does take two to tango, and I mean, this version of Spa feels so narrow and tight in so many places as well. It really is a completely different experience. And I mean, this is the kind of thing you want to be able to do in the official F1 game, but Automobilista 2 just simply does it better. We won't have a look there, we'll just think better of that one. We'll try and carry the speed off the corner though, up in towards the last lap of this race then. Like I said, this was only a short video today, but yeah, certainly just one that I fancy giving a go there as well, down the inside. That's not gone well. I mean, we're trying to send it, we're trying to be brave. It's not gone well. Oh, don't rejoin. We'll go there, I think. I think me and our teammate there have caused carnage for everybody down towards the rear of the field, as again trying to put power down. Let's go for one more flying lap then. We've got a little bit of breathing room up to the guy in front of here. One lap to go from the Belgian Grand Prix, as I've not spotted my apex that time round. Luckily, we'll carry decent speed off of the corner though, down in towards Eau Rouge once again. And I mean, the sense of speed you get from these old cars as well, whilst they scream their way around this venue, it's like nothing I've ever experienced there. As you just see again, our teammate trying to get the run on me. We are not best friends so far today. I think we might just be able to hang on to it though, in towards the braking zone. Nice and tidy there, just nick that curbing on the inside. Try not to let it throw the car around too much. Then on the exit, this guy really does seem to be struggling a little bit as well at the moment. So we'll try and see if we can find a way through. He'll open up the door. Oh, we get a little bit beached on the curb though. And that's why you've got to be careful of those off of the corner. Ooh, hello. Trying to move across me then. Maybe didn't spot me. He certainly will now, because we are down the inside once again, as we make our way then in towards the final few corners of this race. Again, we've got a little bit of breathing room just up in front. AMS2, man. I want to do a full kind of career mode on this game at some point in the future. I really want to give it kind of the respect and the justice it deserves. But just a handful of corners to go then from just a fun little experiment here from Spa-Francorchamps. Like I've said before, if you're on PC, give AMS2 a go. It is an absolutely fantastic experience. Can we try and just get one more position before we get round to the checkered flag here? We're going to have to really try and send it through the chicane, avoid too much front locking. So we'll try and put the power down on the exit. Not quite there in the end. P18 here from Spa. And now, of course, we've even got a cooldown lap as well, which you do not get on the Formula 1 games. That, I will say it, that was quite intense. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed. Let me know what other VR titles I need to give a go as well. And we'll be back very soon with more sim racing content.